go. Ken McLean, Ron Mead, Brian Nesbitt, John Bennett, Dawson Potter. That top five closely packed. Got caution out already. Mike Manise, I think, was the casualty there. Have a quick look. We'll go back and see off that restart what happened to Mike. Better camera. There he is there, the 30 wingless sprint. The 99 just come down off the wall, and unfortunately a little bit of contact there between him and the 30. Michael Davis and Mike Manise. Our first caution. All right, off we go, and a racing lap 5 of 35. Bond Mead off to a great start there as our restart. Kent McLean, John Bennett, Ryan Nesbitt, Mikey mixing top 5. What a Tom, Landtravis, McDonald, Wayne, and Dandridge. Oh, what happened there? Another crash. All right, try and make some order out of this leaders here. Bond Mead, Kent McLean, John Bennett, Ryan Nesbitt, Mikey Mixon, Tom Lane, Mike Davis, Richard Jackson, Mike Manise, Wayne Bridges, Travis McDonald, Michael Butler, Brent Vanderwood, Brian Angel, Dawson Potter, and Chris Standridge. Wondering why I'm snickering to myself. I'm in a bunch of just one of them. I like to post dad jokes, really bad dad jokes, and I just posted one, and it's getting the right sort of groans. I do enjoy a good groan, but it was don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the ring. All right, back racing here, lap 4 of 35. Looks like we've got someone stuck up on their wall there. That's right, Nesbitt, the 74 machine. He's been battling that wall for the sort of race here so far. It looks like he's just come loose and crashed out. Next course, current caution is out. trouble getting this one past our 5th lap here today for the wingless sprints at Eldora. Eldora, always a bit of a tricky one just purely because it is a very multi-lane track, a lot of real estate to choose from, but a lot of countering and conflicting real estate lines. So that's sort of coming into play. And of course, sprint cars themselves pretty hard. So having wingless sprints out there, no wonder that we are only 4 laps in and on our 3rd caution. Mike Davis, Richard Dawson Potter, Travis McDonald, Chris Standridge, Wayne Bridges, Michael Butler, Brian Nesbitt, Brett Benwood, pardon my piggies. About 16 cars get back up to speed. Going on now. We sort of seem to wait, let it settle in, but caution has been coming out, so we'll see what we can see. Nope, Chris Standridge has crashed. And let's have a look there. It is the red and black 22, the Hinchman car on the screens right there in the centre. In that sandwich, 99 and the 44 came together but kept it going. And then, the 22's got a bit of a tap from behind. Oh, what a flip! Chris Standridge, we hope he's okay. Some sort of stop on his roof. Almost 8.5 minutes into this race, 50 minutes allowable. Just the 5 solid laps out, 4 cautions so far. It has been a little tricky getting these cars up to speed comfortably and on the line that you'd like to run. Sometimes running a line you don't like to run is worse than just going slower on the line you can run, because you're sort of off your game, you're a little bit uncomfortable, you're not used to what you're doing, and then you've got to try and avoid other cars. So, and the Standridge still in the pits. So just 15 cars on the track. Richard Jackson, Mike Davis, Dawson Potter, Travis McDonald for 10. Brian Nesbitt, Bridges, Brian Angel, Michael Butler, Brett Vanderwood, and Chris Standridge, the 11 to 16. Excuse me. Looks like as soon as we try and sort of jump around, another caution has come out of Michael Butler this time. Is there the 4 car? Like he had a really good speedy line, but the car in front of him did not. He was able to come into contact there. Right, just while we're rolling around on this caution, lap 10 of 35, I'll be back in just one moment. Alright, looks like we are back and racing lap 13 of 35 underway. Careful playing here. On the man back there in fourth. Top three just ahead of him. Top five. Out, looks like the 22 Chris Standridge involved in that one. Crash. That one will be held. The sixth yellow flag. Quite a cautious affair in the wingless sprints here. Let's get back to the racing season format. A couple of weeks off. Alright, looks like we're not on the leader there, Bob. Oh, we're on the... Alright, halfway mark just about here for this wingless sprint round at the Eldora Speedway. Lap 17 and 35. Some caution out. Alright, looks like we're about to get this one back underway. 74, Ryan Nesbitt still in the pits, 15 cars on the track. Ed McLean, Von Mead, John Bennett, Tom Land, Richard Jackson, Dawson Potter, Travis McDonald, Michael Butler, Mike Davis, Wayne Bridges, Chris Andrews, Mike Indy, Brian Angel, Brett Vanderwood, and Mike Menez as we get lap 18 of 35. We're at the halfway mark here. 17 laps remain. Even at the rate of caution, still plenty of race time available to us. This is the last of 2 races. Time not really a factor. Let's just get back out, get everything up to speed, and hope to get a bit of a green flag run going. Having to do with John Bennett behind him and John Bennett's teammate Van Motorsports driver Ken McLean in front of him. Expected fourth and a fifth. Next Travis McDonald, Michael Butler, Chris Andrews, Michael Davis, 7th to 10th. He's one Bridges, Brian Angel, Ryan Nesbitt, Brett Vanderwood, 11 to 16. Brett Vanderwood crash, yellow flag, out. Looks like we are off and racing, and I forgot to change back to the static cam. So now. Big crash there. Looks like Tom Land and someone else, couldn't quite tell, Von Mead maybe. Balls down that leaderboard. 25 of 35. We're almost in double digits with the cautions. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we're on our last single digit caution. 9 cautions for this race. Now 4 laps of caution, so 9 cautions, that's 36 laps. We've run more laps in caution than we would run in this feature race. off we go and racing again. 35 Ken Lane, John Bennett, Tom Land, Richard Jackson, Bill Spot of the top five. Mind of them, John Christian, one Funnel, one Davis, Ryan Nesbitt, Michael Nixon, Wayne Bridge, Brian Angel, Mike McNeese, Bond Mead, and Brent Vanderwood. All 16 cars still in this 35 lap race here at Eldora Speedway. Knuckleheads iRacing and League's Grass Roots Series starts today all the way through to mid-July. Lots of racing to come, a lot of formats unique and unusual to the Knucklehead standard formats. Caution has come out with 6 to go. All right, looks like we get these last 6 laps underway. John Bennett has moved in to our race lead. Ken McLean, teammate behind him, Tom Land, sponsor behind them. So John Bennett and Motorwear International coming up gold in this race so far. Richard Jackson endorsed spot of 4th and 5th. Rose McDonald, Chris Standard, Ryan Nesbitt, Michael Butler, Michael Davis, the 10. Mikey Dixon, Michael Needs, Brian Mead, Wayne Bridges, Brent Vanderwood, Brian Angel, the 11 to 16 as we get around 3 and 4 for the 29th time under green flag conditions. John Bennett, Tom Land, and Ken McLean, they are tightly packed as we get this race going. We're going to stick with this top 3 because I feel like there's a battle going on here. Tom Land may have just given this race to Kent McLean, but it looks like John Bennett able to keep it going there. Roberts Electrical Services sponsorship on the side as well, inside left side of the number 1 sprint car there. Kent McLean's racing that low line. John has the speed on exit though, but Tom Land, he is running it. Yellow flag is out though, so we're going to have one more restart. One that started. I'm around at the track. Dallas savings for Australia ends next week, and I'm just worried because I can't remember if we get an hour back or if I lose an extra hour, I have to get up earlier for these races. It'll be an interesting week. I'll have to wait. Oh, the 35. Here we go. Last lap. White flag. There will not be a yellow flag from this point. We will have a finish. Can Tom Land steal it away from John Bennett on the last lap? He does as they come around. Land first, John Bennett second, Richard Jackson third. Richard Jackson, he's had a good night, a win and a third, 2 podium finishes in 2 races. That is certainly going to help him off with the points chase in this competition.